It's Bob and Tom Tonight, starring Chick McGee, Christy Lee, Josh Arnold, Ace Cosby, Pat Godwin, Willie Griswold, and Tom Griswold.
It was called Tom Brady's Last Touchdown Football, and it sold for $500,000 Sunday, just hours before Tom Terrific announced him coming back from he's unretired. An auction expert has determined that ball now is worth much less, that the quarterback has unretired. An unnamed auction source told reporters that the ball is now worth between $25,000 and $50,000.
Ooh.
And the source added that since the item was advertised as Brady's last touchdown ball, the buyer may have a legitimate claim to back out of the deal.
I hope so. I really hope so.
When I go out, well, you know they're going to say, there goes the idiot that bought the Brady ball. And when I come home, my wife is going to be giving her divorce lawyer a call. Oh, why'd I pay $500K? Because now it's worth considerably less. Oh, please, Tom Brady, step up and pay, because now it's worth $50K at best. I'm an a-hole.
He's an a-hole.
I'm an a-hole.
He's an a-hole.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum.
Dum-da-dum-dum-dum-dum-dum.
The disclaimers.
Do you guys ever do the thing where you kissed a guy to make two girls make out? Anybody ever do that at summer camp?
No.
Yes.
Josh, you've done that?
Oh, dude, it was the greatest compromise. They didn't know what they were doing when they offered it to us.
Are you kidding me?
We go make out, and they go, well, you two have to kiss. And my buddy Jason and I looked at each other, gave each other just a quick peck on the lips, and then these two made out for minutes.
Yes.
Oh, that's not
It was
fair.
awesome.
You should have had to use tongue.
Nope, those were the rules.
Well, obviously,
again,
if they made out for minutes, they wanted to do it.
Yeah, and then we ended up, he took one and I took the other, but we went to the same room.
Oh. Did you do it in front of each other?
They had the bed and I had the floor, so it was...
You had the floor.
I'll have the floor.
Excuse me, Senator. I have the floor. Mr. Kennedy's currently.
You had sex with a woman while another person was having sex too in the same room.
Who would you?
I don't know what all they did.
Where'd you grow up? In a commune? What the hell's wrong with
Josh,
you? I said combine earlier.
You're not alone, pal. That's a classic move. You had the hotel room for the weekend or your dorm room. It happens.
Yeah, this was a dorm.
Well, why is it?
Didn't you have the
why
famous-
aren't those women calling up about grapes and Miller Lite? Why am I getting?
Didn't you have the famous the tie around the doorknob thing and like a code?
No, not
This was at my brother's. It actually wasn't. It was an off-campus apartment, and there was only the one bedroom or whatever. And so,
Me and my roommate had a code. Whenever he came in the room, when I was with the girl, I'd yell, "Hey, get out of here!"
Oh.
See. So I don't understand. Did you have a roommate?
no, this was my brother's. This was not my place at all. This was a party that my brother was having, and my buddy Jason and I were there, and we.
Did you know that Josh lived with his older brother? Is that right? And they asked you to move?
No, John. Yeah, my the one just below me.
So he lived with John.
Yep.
John started dating a girl.
Yeah.
John came home and said, look, she's going to move in. You need to leave.
No, I came home and saw all of her pictures on our walls and my stuff sitting in the hallway.
Okay. No,
I go,
And you can take a hint.
I go, am I moving?
no, there's more. So then they break up?
Yeah, so then I moved.
Right.
They buy a house together. They break up. I go, John, I can move in. My lease is up, so I move into the house. They start dating each other again. I come home again, pictures on the wall. Wow. I go, I'm moving again, huh? Yes, you are.
Boy,
now they're married and
that
happy.
Is brother behavior.
Yeah.
I see. Okay. Well, I'm sorry. We need to move on. Christy, what have you got over there at the news desk?
Well, speaking of homes, a home is for sale in Michigan, and it's attracting a lot of attention for one of the unusual bathroom features. The nearly $1 million house in St. Clair Shores, known as House of Charm, has 3 bedrooms, 5 bathrooms, one of which has a toilet shaped like a throne.
And it's much more tasteful than you'd think.
Oh, the whole house.
It would have to be.
It's
I put it up on Twitter. You can see
It's kind of a big walnut. It looks like a piece of furniture surrounding the toilet.
More like a church chair throne than a...
Although comically to me, did you notice the one thing that made me laugh? The cup holder.
Yeah.
If you need a cup holder on your toilet,
Yeah.
I guess.
It's like a church chair?
It kind
Yeah,
of
it's a
reminds
big
me of that.
high-backed
I would have
wooden.
thought that if you had a toilet shaped like anything from a church, it would be a pew.
Oh, I get it.
Oh, I didn't
Words
mean
have two meanings.
That's not
I wasn't swinging for the fences.
One of the first jokes I ever heard was Confucius saying,
Oh, yeah.
man who farteth in church sits in own pew.
A classic.
Very
And
funny.
I thought I'd
classic.
never stop laughing.
Yeah. I thought you'd never start after my joke.
Yeah. And you were
right.
right.
This house, by the way, is gorgeous.
If I could afford it, man,
It's on
right
Lake
up my
St.
alley.
Clair.
Right on the edge of right on the
There's-
peninsula.
And it says this house is going for just under $1 million.
$975,000. Not that I looked. Other perks include a copper bathtub on wheels, a jacuzzi
wheels?
inside the master bedroom,
Why would you put it on
panoramic views of
wheels?
Lake St. Clair, so you can move it around in your bathroom.
Wait a minute. If your bathtub's on wheels, you have to have a hose?
Yes.
Who
some
wants to
tricky-
move around the bathtub?
Some tricky plumbing, I can tell you.
This house is gorgeous.
Yeah, it was originally built for Edith Fern Melrose, a.k.a. the Lady of Charm, who was a popular radio and TV host in Detroit.
Yes, Lady of Charm.
Yeah.
It's got its own.
She had a keyboard player, you know that.
It's got
Welcome to the show.
solid wood ceilings and floors.
It's so nice looking.
And then, of course, the douching station.
Oh, yes. One must keep a clean bat cave, if you know.
Yes. Yes, the Massengill people studied here.
Oh my gosh, I love this house. I'm moving, you guys. If you could- Can I do a
Hang on.
GoFundMe?
See ya, bitch.
Hang on, I'll take this. Oh, no, don't go. I'm kidding.
We're gonna
What
pull
would
a.
she say to me?
We're gonna pull a Josh's
that.
brother on you. You'll
Yeah.
come here tomorrow, and all your
All
stuff
your
will be in the hallway.
You said you were moving. We got all your pictures back.
I look at our big screen and I see the lovely Alli Breen, and whatever.
Hi,
you ta-
guys.
It's time for the great the show Sexy Time with Alli Breen.
Yeah.
And of course the question always is, Alli, where are you?
Where are you today, Allie?
That's not New York.
In Florida. No, it is not New York. Yeah, I'm in Florida. I'm at my aunt's place
Okay.
in Florida.
Oh, you say
Yep.
aunt, like a fancy person.
Yeah.
I do say aunt. I always get made fun of for that.
I honestly, that was just a crossword puzzle. It said a word that's pronounced two ways, and the answer was aunt and aunt.
I gotcha.
Alli, you get letters. What do they tell you?
Dear Allie, my boyfriend is pretty competitive. Every time we compete or bet on anything, he likes to wager sexual favors. But I don't think it's sexy or fun. To me, it's dumb, and it's a lot of pressure when he's like, what do I get if I win? And I'm
Yeah.
supposed to come up with something on the spot. There's really only a limited amount of things we can bet, right? How can I make him stop?
Tell him you don't like it, and that it stops now. That's
much.
totally fine.
Yeah, your next prize, chastity.
That's always good. Hold that over his head.
Or really up the stakes. Just go, honey, if you win, I'll do that thing that you love. And if I win, I get to sleep with your brother.
You can embarrass him a little bit. Like, hey, what's the over-under on you lasting more than 2 songs? You know, really dig into him.
Yeah. Or just peg him.
Good God!
That's
That's a natural progression there.
They call her Scorched Earth.
I mean, if you win, you get to peg him. So then it's
right, exactly.
he'll stop making these wagers.
I'd like to do my invitation to Chick McGee. Alli, do you have any letters?
Yeah, really make it painful for him to be a loser. And that makes a lot of sense,
Yep.
actually. Definitely up the stakes.
Man.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead to the next one.
This one's very light. Dear Allie, I don't know what this is, but when I'm online dating, I get into these week-long conversations with guys where they like to talk, but they never ask me out or make plans. Even when I directly ask them to go get a coffee or something, I get the runaround. What am I doing wrong?
Probably nothing. It sounds to me like the only thing you're doing wrong is you're talking to boys and not men.
Oh, very good.
Who would either say,
There it
yeah,
is.
let's do it, or
Maybe don't mention the hump right off the bat.
the hump on your back is what he's suggesting. Not
Yeah, the hump itself would actually make him come see
Not
it.
right.
Not humping. You'll be easy to spot me. I'm the one bent over with a drool cup.
You know what? Be more forward. instead of saying, "Hey, why don't we meet for coffee?" Say, "So are you going to ask me out, or am I wasting my time?"
There you go.
I mean, seriously, be a little bit more aggressive. First off, a lot of guys think that's hot. I'm one of them.
Really?
And sure, aggression is very,
like
very
that,
sexy.
huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But
Oh God.
it's weird. It's the opposite of what we think about guys.
Yeah, we've been
Isn't
told
the
as
cliche
women.
that guys don't like talking and that they just want to meet up? Yeah, it's interesting. Maybe she's got a good thing going on, actually, that guys like talking to her more than actually meeting up.
Yeah, but at some point they have to meet up. Otherwise, it is.
Yeah.
What are you doing here?
What's the point?
What kind of chat are they experiencing here?
It sounds to me like it's probably fairly nice and not totally, completely just sexual, because she's enjoying the chat and she wants to meet up with these guys.
Allie, are they chatting on dating apps? Is that what it says? Yeah, a good move that I do is just taking it off the dating app to texting, being like, hey, let me get your number. And that's kind of a better way to transition to the next phase of meeting up in person.
Right, and if they don't do that, just go, you know what, I feel like I'm wasting my time here. I'm going to move on to the dozens of other men who I'm sure you have interested in you. So,
Which website is it, do we know? Or which app?
She did not say.
Does that make a difference?
Maybe that's the problem.
It kind of does.
Maybe she's on Grindr.
That could be the issue.
Yeah. Maybe she's coming on to a gay guy and he likes
Right. Ask if they want to go shoe shopping instead.
That could very well be the problem, Tom. Good one, thanks.
Go ahead and take yours.
Yeah.
Chick's not taking this serious.
A lot of people mistake Grindr for other dating apps. Yeah.
Find a bottom that wants to go shop for tops.
Yeah.
There you go. Back to you, Ellie. More letters, please.
Dear Allie, my girlfriend had a rough day at work and she came home a mess. She said one of her students had tried to stab her.
What?
We live in a middle-class suburb and she teaches 4th grade, so I was shocked and worried about the state of the world. She was literally beside herself, and when I asked her for details, she said she was monitoring lunch and reprimanding a kid for not following the rules, and when she kicked him out, he stabbed her with a spork.
Goodness.
I laughed, and now she's furious, but come on, am I really supposed to take her seriously with this?
Yes.
What do I do about this?
Yeah, this kid's going to grow up to be a criminal.
Apologize for laughing. Just go, honey, look, I'm not laughing at the situation at all. The word sport got me in the.
It's a funny word.
In that, but I do apologize. Yeah.
I mean, even
apologize.
Even like the world's coolest guy, if he were killed by a spork, it'd be funny.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean,
but that had to have been terrifying. So
I don't know about that. A 4th grader stabbing with a spork? I'm kind of on his side.
Oh, dude, we have no idea what this
stabbing.
The expression on the kid's face may have looked insane, and he may have lunged at her very quickly. And
we had a story about a guy that was stabbed with a spoon one time and ended up going to jail.
How do you do that?
Was he going for an eyeball or something?
I think the probably
the handle.
The handle and the
spoon out your eye.
Was it a grapefruit spoon? Because
those are serrated, aren't they?
That would hurt.
I know that they sent him to jail where he was spooning with a guy named Chester. Allie, are you working this weekend?
You. Oh.
Yep. Yeah, I'll be at the comic strip back in New York.
Okay, well, good. Well,
comic
hello.
strip Friday and Saturday.
Hello to your auntie. And,
yes, I will tell her hello.
Okay.
What's her first name?
Heather.
Aunt Heather.
Aunt Heather.
Yes.
Is that Heather's new home you're in, or is that the one she's
Heather.
leaving?
This is the new home she's moving to.
Gotcha.
There is nice. Yeah.
So it's a little echoey and empty at the moment.
Now,
but
is she one of those who's one of those aunts that's like a year older than you?
No.
Oh, she's because Heather really hasn't been a popular.
That's not a.
It's not an aunt name, right?
Not an old person.
Heather's kind of too hip.
Is she an
That's
attractive aunt?
She is an attractive aunt.
Is she an
Alf?
Alf?
Set up, Josh.
Is she? Yeah, that's.
Is she on any dating apps? I'm asking for Willie.
Is she a single aunt?
She is a single
What's
aunt.
she got there? Two
She's
boobs,
not
one butt?
married.
I like that in my women.
Do you want to go get her so we can meet her?
No, I think that will end up being actionable somehow.
I dare her to sue me.
Allie, as always, it's great talking to you. Alli Breen, ALLIBREEN. Go see her in New York on stage, or write her a note about what's happening.
Send us upskirts of your ass.
Well, across the pond, we have some news. The Eiffel Tower has grown even higher thanks to a new communications antenna.
I was going to say, what?
Yeah, the new digital radio antenna, Josh, was brought to the top of the monument by helicopter yesterday, adding an additional 20 feet.
Cool.
To bring the total height to 1,083 feet.
They can now get this show.
Oh,
Yeah.
Broadcasting all over.
that's exciting.
Well, they can receive it. Getting it is
yeah.
The Eiffel Tower
elusive at best.
The Eiffel Tower Company's president, Jean-Francois Martin, told the Associated Press, quote, from the invention of the radio at the beginning of the 20th century to right now, decades after decades, the Eiffel Tower has been a partner for all of radio technology.
Yay.
Yeah, thank you, Eiffel Tower. It was 1,024 feet high when it was inaugurated on March 31st, 1889.
Eyesore at best.
Now, once again, it's 1,083 feet
Too high anyway.
and also known as the Iron Lady.
Yeah, pretty ugly.
Yeah,
Have you
yeah,
ever
it's
been
awful.
there?
It's hideous.
I wouldn't go to that hideous site.
You've never been there?
No, I've never been to France.
It's incredible.
The Eiffel Tower's great.
Beautiful.
I don't know
You can
about
take the stairs
Oh,
up.
I got to be there when it was snowing. It was so pretty.
Scary.
And since they added this radio antenna, they're calling the stairs inside the Eiffel Tower the Stairway to 7, which is nice.
Oh, I think it's ugly.
Radio.
Looks rusted.
No, they maintain it constantly.
Yes.
It's
it sways.
I didn't-
Lights up at night.
You
It's
want it to
beautiful.
sway, Pat. You really do.
I don't-
Otherwise, it would crack. And yeah,
Eh.
buildings need to sway.
It's been there for a long time, and it's. Can you think of? I mean, to me, it's probably the most recognizable structure on Earth.
Yeah.
I think a McDonald's sign is probably more recognizable.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh, I stand corrected.
Around the world.
Yeah, exactly.
Of course.
Your children know what that is. They don't know
You know what he's doing
There
now?
we
Of
go.
I don't know what the
You know
awful tower
Why
is.
Why did you say McDonald's?
Because it's more recognizable than the Eiffel
Well,
Tower.
but he's going to
Now he's
equate
gonna-
that
There
to
we go.
it's a food
call
thing
you
for
fat again.
Yeah, it's going
I
to call
am
you
not.
fat again.
I am not.
No, he's going to make me do it.
Josh.
That's what he does. He bullies me into bullying myself.
Josh.
It's a monster.
Write what you know. Don't you think it's? I mean, if you would, isn't that the most recognizable structure on Earth? Maybe in Western culture, I suppose.
No, probably not.
There's some minaret or something that's more well known. Are the pyramids? I mean, you got the pyramids.
Pyramids are pretty well known.
Yeah.
Well, a pyramid, everybody would know it was a pyramid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But the pyramids, you know what I'm talking about.
Does each pyramid have its own name? Like Eiffel Tower?
There's the Pyramid of Giza, Maria, and Santa Maria.
I think that's what it is. Yeah.
You delivered that with such sincerity. I believed you. I did too, actually. Okay, no, Giza was the fifth Marx brother.
Isn't the Eiffel Tower only like 25 feet? It's actually way shorter than you think.
1,000
It's
feet.
huge. It's great.
I mean,
I
the
don't
one
know
at
about
Kings
that.
Island's pretty cool. So
Yeah, there's one at Kings Island.
And what's the what are
All the Marx brothers ended with Groucho, Harpo, not Groucha, like Giza. That doesn't make any sense.
I know, I was just kidding. Yeah. To me, the best of them all was Zippo.
Zeppo. Zippo, the arsonist brother.
Yeah, he didn't hear much about him. Yeah, he had a way he really loved fire.
Kind of burned up.
Watch the entire show live or on demand at bobandtom.com or listen live with the Bob and Tom app. And be sure to tune in next time for more Bob and Tom Tonight.